Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for the support, all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thanks. And my new ones. Don't forget to like, subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the channel or you can email me. So anyhow, this video here, this is just going to be a continuation of creating the contact page. In the previous video, we did the back end. We created the back end, creating an API. Tonight, we're actually going to build the front end using Angular, a little bit of CSS, and of course, HTML. And we're going to create the form. So right now, let me show you guys. So the back end, this is the back end. In the previous video, we tested it works. So that's, that's how we're going to know that it's working. So we want to get to this point here. We want to be able to get to this here. So we want to be able to send in like a message. You can put your name, email, and of course the message. So this is what we're going to work on it today. So let's start working on it. All right, guys. So the Angular application, I have it open right now. So currently you can log in, you can register, you can do all of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the contact area here. So I'm going to create a component. We also want to create a service. So let's start doing that right now. All right. So I'll move this over here, get it out of the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back over here. Okay, here. This is where I want to be. And here, I'll go ahead and stop the application. And the first thing I want to do is I want to create a service. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and create a folder. Over here where it says service, I'm going to create a folder. I'm going to create, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder, and this one I'm going to do service _ services. So that's where all my services are going to be. Right here, you see? All the services. So I'm sorry, I already created that. So let me go ahead and delete that. Sorry about that. So that right here, I thought I didn't. All right. 1 second. Okay, so now that I'm kind of situated, all right. So this one here, I'm going to create a services. So I'm going to do CD. We want to do is you want to get from source app all the way to services. So I'm going to do services source / app, and then I'm going to do CD. No, actually, and I'm going to do ng server ng. Hold on 1 second. So what I'm going to do is ng generate service, and what we want to do is this one here, I want to call it contact just that. And then what I want to do is I want to skip the test because we're not doing any testing, and hit enter, and that's going to create a service. And that, yep, it created over here. Just don't see it. Oh, actually, I messed up. Let me do it again. Want it inside that folder. So let me go ahead and delete that. So we want to do is ng generate service, and you want to do _ services / and then we want to call contact. And then again, then we're going to do skip, and then we want to do tests. And that should create inside the services. Oh, and I missed the spelling. Okay. I'm going to do skip - test like that. And this time we'll create the services. Okay, cool. So now I created the service. So here, what you want to do is you want to connect to the base URL. This one has to match the same one as the API. So this one is HTTPS :/local localhost 5100 API. That is the address for the API. And here, what you want to do is you want to inject the private HTTP, and you want to do HTTP client. Go ahead and import that. And once you do that, we're going to create two functions here. The first one is going to be get messages. And here you want to do is return this. You want to return this HTTP. And you want to do the get method. And now we want to do is we want to create an interface inside the model. And then this one is going to be, we go ahead and create a new interface. And this one is going to be called, this one, I'm going to call it contact. Okay. Inside the contact, we want to do is we want to create some properties in there. Okay, so inside this interface, you're gonna need some properties. Well, you're gonna need an ID that is a number, and the next one is going to be the name, and this one is going to be the string, and the next one is going to be email, which is going to be a string also, and the next one is going to be the message. This one is going to be the string. So that's that. So that's for that. And here you want to do is go ahead and import the contact model. And it's going to be an array. Okay, and then you want to. Okay, and then you want to do is you want to do this base URL, and you want to add contact to that because that's going to be address. So it's kind of like doing like this. So you're just doing this contacts like that. But instead, I want to add it over here. So I'm doing it dynamically. So I'm doing that. So this is the one to get all the messages. Now the one to send a message is going to be differently. So you're going to do send messages. And this one is going to be, you're going to use model. And this one is going to be type any. And this one you want to do is return this HTTP. And you want to do a post because you're sending the message. And this one is going to be this base URL. And it has to match contacts again. That's where you're sending it to. And then here, plus you got to put the second parameter, which is going to be if you hover, see, it tells you that parameter. And if you hover over here, it will tell you what it requires here. It's telling you to pass a string, a body, and option. So that's that comes very handy if you ever want to hover that, and it will tell you what to put in there. All right, so now that we have created the interface and we have created the service, the next thing I want to do is go ahead and create the component, which I think I have it. Yep, right here. I have it right there. So now that I have it there, I want to go to the navbar right here, and I want to go ahead and display it. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I have it here, but I want to be able to display it. Right now, the way it's showing, it will only display unless if you're logged in. I don't want to do it like that. I want to do it differently. So I want to be able to display it. So I'm going to put it outside this ng container. And let me go back. Let me go ahead and do ng serve. I want to see what it looks like. Go ahead and do ng serve. Let me go ahead and build it real quick. All right, so now it has built. So let me go ahead and let me check it out. So yeah, I can see the contact right here. So let me go ahead and open it so that way you guys can see it more. Let me open a full page. All right, so here's the contact. And if I click on it, oh, I see. The right, I gotta go back to the routing and to the over here. The way I did it, unless you log in, so you gotta go here to the routing. When I implement, see that guard, it's preventing for you to see it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it out of the guard. Okay. I'm gonna put it outside that. I'm gonna put it right here. So now whatever's inside this guard, you can't now access it unless you're logged in. So let me try it again. Okay, see, now I'm able to log in. I mean, I'm able to see the contact. So now we can actually work on the HTML and create the form. So that's what we're going to do now. So let's go to the HTML. Let me find it just right here. And we're going to start working on this right now. So we're going to do the HTML. We're going to do over here, inject the service. So let's start over, actually, let's start over here first. So let's do that right now. All right, so the very first thing we're going to pass is the model, and we're going to make this type any. This is going to be type any. And then over here and inside the constructor, we're going to inject public account service. Actually, no, not account service. We're going to do public. I'm sorry, hold on. Let me go back. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to inject the service for the contact service. So we're going to do private contact service. Contact service right there. We're going to inject that so that we can actually access the service inside the component. So let's. Okay, so that's that. The next one we also going to inject is going to be, we're going to do a private, let's do the toaster, and we're going to do toaster service right here. And let's go ahead and bring it down to the next line. And here I am going to inject also the routing. So we're going to do this private router, and this one's going to be coming from router. Okay, so I'm going to put it again to the next line so that way it looks nicer. Why is it highlighting red? Router private. Let me see that I misspelled router. Oh, okay. I have to bring it in. That's why it's like highlighted red. All right. So now here we're going to do is I'm going to create a function which is going to be send message. Here, what we're going to do is we're going to do this contact service, and here we're going to do is we're going to use send messages, and here we're going to do is this model, and then you're going to subscribe to this in order to send the message. So you're going to subscribe to that, and then we want to do is this router navigate by URL, and here we want to do is send them to the home. And the next thing we want to do is alert the customer or the client that the message was successfully sent. So what you want to do is pass a message, put a message here. So you want to do is message sent. It's supposed to be toaster. Okay, and then if there's any errors, you want to go ahead and let them know. So here you want to pass, you want to go ahead and console log the error for now. So that's that. Now that we have that, we can actually go to the HTML and let's work on that. Guys, so what I did is I just copied the HTML from my GitHub. So because I want to focus about the form and how to send a message. So you guys can get it from my GitHub. Don't worry, I'll leave the GitHub repo on the bottom of the video, so you guys can get it from there. So my main focus is about creating the form, and the form, the very first thing I want to do in the form is, of course, is on the right on the top. I want to make it. I want to go ahead and give it an ID. So the first thing is going to be an ID on top of the form, and here the ID is going to be send message, and it's going to be send message form. And here you want to pass the ng submit right here, and I messed up here. Yeah, it's going to be ng submit, and it's going to be called send message. Send message. That is actually, let me go ahead and close these. That is actually coming from over here. We see send message. That's going to be the very first thing. So on the very top, and then I want to do is I want to turn off the autocomplete. Autocomplete, I'm going to put down off. So okay, for some reason the ID is gone, so let me go ahead and do it again. ID, and this one is going to be, the ID is going to be send message, and this is going to be called form. So every Angular form, you want to use the hashtag, and it's going to be send message form. This matches the same. That's how Angular knows that it's an Angular form. That matches the ID here. So okay. So it's autocomplete. So then over here, what we're going to do is we're going to create our first div. The first div is going to be, it's just pretty much Bootstrap. So it's going to be div, and we're going to give it a class. This one here is going to be form group. What's going on over here? Why is it red? Oh, just Vscode is just taking a little longer. Okay, so here you want to give it a label. The label is going to be, this one's going to be the name, and you're going to have, let's just copy this a couple of times because there's going to be one for the email and one for the message, which is over here. This is going to be the email, and this one's going to be the message. All right, let me see what it looks like so far. So let's go here, contact. All right, cool. So that's that. So now you got to create the input. It's just basic HTML. So here that we have that, you want to give it an input, and inside the input, it's going to be a text, and of course you want to give it a class. Let's create that on the next line. So it's going to be a class, and here you want to give it a class. This is going to be a Bootstrap, so it's going to be form control, and inside the form control, you want to give it a name, which is going to be, and let's give it a placeholder. Placeholder is going to be That's that. All right, cool. That's that. Input inside. And the most important thing over here, you want to pass the ng model, which is that's going to be over here. You want to pass the ng model. This is data binding. So here you want to do model.name. This here has to match the name over here. So let me copy this input a couple times. Let me do one more time over here. This is going to be for the email. So let's change this name to email. Do that over here for email. Let's change this text to email so that way it knows. Okay. Let me look, see, make sure everything's coming out nicely. Oh, we got to change that to email. Okay, cool. So that's the placeholder. Email. Okay. So, and then the last one is going to be for the text area. So let's go ahead and copy this. So here, instead of being input, it's going to be text area. Text area. And then so inside the text area, you want to do a placeholder. What is it? Oh. So you got to close it out. Okay, so I got that text area input. Perfect. Okay, that's that text area. And we're going to do text area form control, ng model, and this is going to be this one's going to be message. Message, perfect. All right, cool. And we're forgetting something. If you every form has to have a submit form. Oh, what just happened? Oh, what just happened? Sorry about that. All right, so over here, of course, we got to change the placeholder. Let me go back. Let me open the full screen. And placeholder is message. Text area message, ng model. Okay, cool. That's that. Okay, what did just happen here? Placeholder. Okay. So now the last thing on the form we're going to need is the button. So we're going to need over here a button. Simple button. And we're going to give it a class. Here it's going to be, let's give it a btn primary. And let's give it a btn large. That's that. And then here let's put down send message. Okay, and that. And then we want to give it a type submit. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's that. All right, cool. And okay, and then one more thing I want to do is I want to disable the button. If it's blank, if it's not been touched, like in order for the button to work, I want to make sure, say class. So what I want to do is I want to disable that. So in order for that, if it's not valid, so I'm going to do that. If it's not valid, the button should not work. So you have to fill up all the fields in order for the button to work. Yeah. You see that? So it won't work unless, see, it won't work. You have to fill up the fields. So that's pretty cool about Angular. Whenever you create an Angular form, that's amazing. You can do that. See, that's another plus why Angular and versus just regular JavaScript. I mean, JavaScript is nice, vanilla JavaScript, but whenever you create a form with Angular right out of the box, you don't have to write out a lot of code, nothing, and so that's that right there. So let me go ahead and send a message. Let me make sure it works. Let me go ahead and send the message and let's test it. All right, so I'll put down my name, put down Martin at AOL. I'm gonna put down testing from front end. Let me hit send. No, I don't think it worked. Maybe I messed up somewhere here. Google Maps. Well, it's not working. Let me go ahead and refresh the page. All right, so let me go ahead and do it again. Martin and Martin testing from front end. Oh, let's make sure the backend is running. I forgot about it. Yeah, it's actually running. Sure, error console log, some message. This model. All right, let me see what's going on. Let me hit send. Oh, the button got disabled. Let me go ahead and disable. Let me take that out for a second. Okay, let me do that again. Got to figure out about that. Okay, so Martin, AOL, testing. Front end. Testing from the front end. All right, here. Oh, we got a 4.4 status API contacts. Oh, I see. APIs. Now let me open the back. It's actually supposed to be contacts. That's probably why it's not working. All right, so we got to go back to the services, which is over here. It's contacts. All right. How I'm getting that is because it has to match the back end, which is right here. See how it says contacts? And I had contact. That's why it was not. That's what I'm hoping, and that's what the issue was. All right. So let me try it again. So let's do one more time. So let's do Martin. Well, testing from the front end. Hit send. Cool, the message has been sent. Sweet, yes, that is so cool. So now if I grab this, the Swagger, and we actually want to get the message, we want to get all the messages. So this one here, we want to execute that one. Try it out. Go ahead and execute this. So I should be able to see the message that I just sent. Yep, it's right here. Look at that. So Martin IOL, cool. So the message was sent. So now what I'm going to do is I want to be able to retrieve it. So I am going to create another component. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me go back to the application. And what we're going to do is right over here where it says admin panel, I am going to create one so I can go ahead and retrieve the message. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, guys, I was looking at the code and I did forget something. I forgot to put the ng form over here. So see where it says send message form equal to ng form. I forgot to do that. So make sure you guys do that, okay? And I did disable the button over here. So let me go back. Let's go ahead and close this out. Let's go ahead and close everything because I'm gonna go ahead and create so, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and create a component right now. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the Angular application. So here I want to do cd source app, and then I'm going to do cd admin panel. Okay, and here what we're going to do is we're going to ng generate component, and this component, what we're going to do is I'm going to call it contact list. Okay, and this one we want to do is want to skip the testing. Okay, so I skipped the test, and now I am going to go ahead and it's going to be similar. So I'm going to start over here with the type, with the writing over here, the functions first. And up here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass. The first thing I want to do is I want to pass contact, the contact models, which is going to be contacts. It's going to be from contact property. This is going to be an array because you want to get a list. So I'm going to do contact, import from the contact model, and here you want to do is I want to do the private contact service. And this one is going to be contact service. You want to inject that into the constructor, and the very first thing I want to do here, I want to go ahead and grab and want to get all the contacts. So do this contact service. I want to do get messages, and you want to subscribe to this, and whatever response that you get out of it, which is there, you want to do is this contacts is going to be equal to the response. Okay. So now that we have that, we can actually go back to the HTML, and here we can go ahead and do the ng4. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and let's get rid of this. So let's go ahead and do a table here. Let's pass a table. Let's do a table. And so inside the table, we want to have a class, and this one is going to be, let's give it a table, and let's give it a border. There you go. And this one, of course, a table is going to have a t head, and inside there, you're going to pass the tr. And inside there, you want to have 3 columns. So it's going to be 3, I'm sorry, th. The first one is going to be the name. Second one is going to be the email. And the last one is going to be the message. Okay. And here, What's that? And then we're going to do the T body. The T body. And inside the T body, we want to have a TR. And here we are going to pass the ng form. So ng4. ng4. So this one you want to do let contact of contacts. So this is how we're going to pass. And here it's going to be the TD. The very first one is going to be contact that ID. You want to pass the ID. You don't have to if you don't want to. The next one is going to be contact, and this is going to be the name. Another TD. Ooh. Contact, and this is going to be the email. And this is going to be the message. Perfect. Message. Let's go ahead and format this. No, I didn't want to do it. All right, so that's that. So let's go ahead and do the ng serve again. Let's go ahead and build the application again and see what it looks like. See if everything's working. See if we don't have any errors. Okay. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do. While it's building. Let me go ahead and type in over here. I'm going to do H1. And this is going to be my messages dashboard. Dum, dum, dum. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, of course, you're not going to be able to see it because you got to log in. So let me do a few things on it in order to see that. All right, so let me go ahead and do that real quick. Let's go back to the application. We got to go to the routing, which is over here. So that way the Angular knows how to navigate to that. So let's do that. So here, so this here, in order to see this page, you have to be able to log. You're going to have to log in. So this one is going to be called contact list. Contact list, and this is going to come from contact list. Contact list component. Why is it not coming in? Oh, this was not supposed to be capitalized. Okay. What is not working? Why are you not working? Contact list. There it is. Contact list component. Oh, there it is. All right, so that's that. And then, so let's go back over here. Nope, not there. Over here. You got to be able to log in. So let me go ahead and log in. Valid username. Let me find out. Shoot, I forget the user's name. Let me find out. Okay. All right, let me try this one. Here's DB82. Let me go ahead and log in. Oh, cool. Okay, it worked. So I'm able to log in. So now let me go ahead and type in the pages. The page is called contact list. Voila. Oh, shoot, right there. See, it's working. All right, cool. So whenever you send a message now, I'll be able to see it. But this is, in order for me to see it, you have to log in order to see it. So let's say, let me send another message. Oh, what just happened? Oh, it's just my screen flickering. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let me go ahead and send another message. So let's put down, let's just say, let's just say Marcelo. That's my middle name. So let's put down Marcelo at AOL.com. So we put down looking good. Thank you, Angular. So let me go ahead and send a message. So now that I'm logged in, see, I'm logged in. So let me go ahead and type in the page contact list. Okay, you see that? Perfect. So I'm able to retrieve the messages. See, cool. So that's kind of like if you, let's say you're the admin of the page and somebody sends you a message, you can retrieve it. So, but that's pretty much it. You can actually add up, I can actually add up a button here. So let me do that. Let me go ahead and go to the nav and go to the navigation here. Let me add it to the drop down, which is over here. Let me copy one. Let me copy one more. Let's just do a drop down. And here it's going to be contact list. Contact list. I think that's the right way. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do that. See if it works. So yeah, contact list. Yeah, it's working. Cool. So if I log in, contact list, yep, right there, it's working. So let me go ahead and log out. So let's say I want to have somebody, if you're not a member, let's say you want to access my messages. Boom, it says you should not pass. Perfect. So it will bring you back to the home page. So you got to be a member or be able to register. So you see that, guys? All right, so that's amazing. That is amazing. All right. So this is it for this video, guys. I know it was a little long, but you know, hopefully you guys learned quite a bit how to put the front end to the back end. So this is it for tonight, guys. Thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you for you know, all the likes. Stay tuned for more, guys, and I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to support the channel. Make sure you subscribe and share it with your friends, and stay tuned for more. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for the love. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to check out the channel. See you on the next one.